instead of using my hand as a live model, I decided I would find a picture. I went to Pinterest and found this, and there's a link below that if you wanted to find the image yourself. I really like using live models, but it kind of cramps my hand after a while, and I think I drew for about 10 minutes for this study. Of course, I'm speeding it up so you guys don't get bored and change stations on me. What I started with, instead of just using my shapes to start with, I wanted to get the main outline shape of the hand correct, and I'm using a technique for the positive-negative space that really helps me with proportions. So my positive shape is the hand, and the negative space is the spaces in between the hands. So like between the thumb and the pointer finger, I've got kind of that like soft, swishy triangle, and then a smaller triangle in between the pointer and the middle finger, and those angles. I'm really looking to get that outside shape first. And then I started with that ring finger, and then I really want to go into the actual shape. I'm paying attention to the distance of each knuckle and how that relates to the next finger, which would be that pinky. How far does the pinky hang out, the tip of the pinky finger from the ring finger? That's really important in getting these really organic, odd shapes correct. Sometimes hands can be a little bit intimidating that way, but if I look at each section of the finger as its own specific shape, it helps me once I've gotten the main shape down. I hope that makes sense. I also like to use my tool, like my pencil, to get those angles right. So I'll hold it up to the picture, look at the angle of the thumb, put it down to my thumb, and see if I've got the angle correct, and that helps me in proportion. So a lot of positive negative shape checking constantly if my negative shapes are too big or too small, or if the angle seems wrong, and then relation of shapes one to the other compared to, I would just say, the neighboring shape, right? Pointer finger, and now I'm looking at that middle finger. Where does that middle finger tip belong? Does it go down to that base crease of the pointer finger? Yeah. I probably should have extended it a tiny bit more, but well, it's too late. I'm making the video now. Okay, and so I wanted to talk about the materials. This isn't any fancy art paper. My husband went to a Google conference and got me this journal, and I just thought, you know what, I'll start doing some daily sketches in here. And it's good quality paper. I really love the kneaded eraser. You'll see me bouncing back and forth using that. It's a little bit whiter, but I like it because it doesn't eat up my paper. A lot of these other pencils leave smudges, or it just makes that tip really rough. One thing that I like to do with my mechanical pencil is draw lightly. Mechanical pencils tend to break the tip when you press too hard. So I don't mind using a mechanical pencil for forces me to draw lightly as I get the basics down, the first steps, and then I can go back through like I'm doing now and really start getting those dark, confident contour lines in there. I'm not going to shade on this tutorial just because of time, and I just wanted to kind of do a fun, quick study. But if you're going to be shading, I wouldn't outline quite so dark because you want those shading techniques to add value and edges instead of dark lines. I really love outlining. I think it's fun though, so it depends on what you like to do. Basically, that is how I drew this. I really wanted to talk just real quick about the pencils. One of my students brought this set. It's called Mozart Supplies. This is a 0.5 tip. I'm really pleased with it. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. This was a fun draw for me. Of course, if you liked the video, then like the video.